Well, good morning, everyone. It's the favorite time of our week. It's Mondays with Bev and Paul. And hi, everybody. My name's Paul.
Good morning, this is Bev.
And it's the favorite time of our month because we're together.
Yay, together again.
Yes, it's that once a month Bev shows her face here in Tucson, Arizona.
I do. And then I get to work as a staff
That's
member.
right. So if you're here in Tucson and want to meet this Bev Wood, sign up for a session here on Mondays, usually the second Monday of the month, and come meet her. If you don't want a session, you don't need to take
come
responsibility. Yeah, don't meet her, and don't take responsibility for your health care, because that's what we're going to talk about.
It's important.
Yes, taking responsibility for our health care, and we're going to start with a story that happened to me just a couple days ago. I went to Costco, our favorite place to shop for outrageous number of things that half of it you have to get rid of because you can't use it all.
Too much of it.
But anyhow, I get my bird seed there. So,
There you go.
and I'm walking in, you get your cart, and I'm walking in, and this woman sort of bangs right up to me. She and her husband are getting their cart, and we're going in really quick, and she turns to me and she goes, "Hey, I think I'm friends with you on Facebook. Aren't you the BioTouch guy?"
Where's my cape?
I'm like, I don't have a name anymore, folks.
You're the BioTouch man.
I'm just the BioTouch man. Actually, Angela's little boy, when he was like 7 or 8, used to have a little song, the BioTouch man.
Aw, that's great.
Paul was the BioTouch man.
I love it.
So anyhow, we're trying to walk in, and of course there's a ton of people trying to get by us, and I said, "Well, when are you going to come learn BioTouch?"
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, I'm really busy." And I turned to her and her husband. I just stopped right in the middle, turned to them both, and I went, I can teach you both how to do this really easily. And okay, we'll get hold of you.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to realize responsibility. She said, "I don't have enough time. I'm really busy." That was the statement. "I'm really busy."
Wow.
And I thought about that, how we're all really busy.
Yeah.
Except when we get sick.
I know. Ooh.
Except when we get sick, and then all of a sudden we have all the time in the world to make our appointments, even if those appointments are 6 months out. I got this lady I'm working with right now, and her bladder issue, she can't even get an appointment with the urologist for 6 months.
Oh my goodness.
And what's happening? Her bladder issue is getting a little better. She says, "I think it's getting better." I said, "I'll take it."
You're right. We're good.
I think it's getting
better. Wow, that's a powerful statement.
Yes.
Really? When you're in a crisis,
Yeah.
I think I'm getting better.
Yeah, all we need is a little think that it might be getting better.
Yeah.
So, and it just hit with what we've talked about over and over. Our mission statement is to empower people to take responsibility for their own health care. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? Wow. It's a commitment. And maybe that's why a lot of people are hesitant, or they come up with these excuses why I can't do this or that, or why I don't take the time to do something that's going to make me feel better. But it's about trusting yourself, for one thing, and remembering that you have the power to enter into this relationship with yourself, having dialogues, becoming, the one who searches out information, making different choices, changing some things. This is what BioTouch encourages. It's called self-awareness. You have to become aware, first of all, I think, that you are capable of all those things, because so many of us have forgotten. We said that. How many times do we say this? We have always been the true healer in our lives. Nobody else can really do that for us. And this is why I love BioTouch. BioTouch doesn't say, I'm here to heal you. We've never, that's just not in our language. What we do is, I'm just going to reach out and touch and let the body, the true healer in your life, start the process. And right there, we have put out a thought form that is a little bit different for many, many, many people. Because what it means to me is, oh, I just don't have it in me to get better, or to learn it so I can help somebody, or to start this journey of self-awareness so that I can commit to myself. And so we say, well, what is your self-worth then? How do you feel about yourself? Because loving another human being is also about loving ourselves.
Right.
And that's where it begins, and that's where BioTouch begins.
Right, because it really does, the first thing it does over and over and over, it just takes you down a notch, or 2, or 10. It just, if nothing else, and the research is showing that, reduction of stress, a reduction in pain. Yes. And when you can reduce our stress through a diagnosis, which immediately triggers stress.
And fear.
Yeah, fear. If you can just bring it down a notch, you're able to listen. Like you were just saying, that self-awareness, that little still small voice in you that truly knows what to do.
Yeah.
And you don't need, if you got pendulums or you got, cards that you're throwing out, it's within us, but we're not able to listen because we're so busy. Like this gal said,
yeah,
I'm really busy. Well, we all are really busy.
So you're too busy to
or
the other one that I've heard is, well, when I feel better, I'll let you do my own.
Right.
I'm really not feeling well now.
Right.
So let's, can we get back to you on that one? Okay, I love that one.
And we've seen that, been doing this for 35 years.
Right.
And that's
You've
the one thing I've seen is the relaxation, the ability that people know what to do. We don't have to recommend, we don't have to diagnose, and we don't have to charge you for it.
Right.
You carry these tools with you, and there's no levels. You don't have to get initiated. It's just innate in every human being on the planet.
Yeah.
That's a hard concept.
It is a hard concept, and I'm sad to say, but a lot of humanity has become so dependent and lazy now. They don't have to take responsibility for their own health care, because the minute that something comes up for them, they make a phone call or rush here or take a pill or, and again, it's the level of commitment that we have to rise to, that says, I am worth this, and also, what can we do with BioTouch? We just don't receive it. We are in a position to help others. That's a healing process in itself.
Right. Yeah. It was so wonderful in the middle of Costco to say to this couple, I can give this to both of you.
Yeah, I know.
You can help one another, and to help one another while you're feeling better is a much more positive step to take besides waiting till we're sick. The other thing that it happens is, we talked about, and we want to bring it up again, how it gives you the tools to work with your medical care provider.
Right.
It's not about not working with them. Right. It's about asking questions. I'll use the perfect example. You go into the dermatologist, he looks at this bald head, and he goes, oh, yeah, precancerous cells, we better freeze it off.
Right.
And so I said, well, let's wait a minute. What does precancerous mean?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
And of course, then they explain, well, the cells that are there, they have the possibility of changing into a cancerous cell. And the possibility is about 12%, he says. What?
Yeah,
so a 12% possibility, I can't do better than that in Vegas or whatever.
Right.
I'm like, so, 12%, okay, I'll throw the craps and go, no, that's fine.
So I may have the possibility of maybe I could, or maybe
of 12% chance of getting
it's
cancer.
That word that that triggers in us fear.
Right.
It's the word, and some people know how to use and.
Well, and that's the beauty that I've been able to experience personally by doing BioTouch on a consistent basis.
Right.
When I had those PSA counts,
yeah,
immediately it's all, oh my God, biopsies, oh my God, could be cancer,
down.
Oh, we gotta, high PSA, yeah, you're going down. It's like, But kept getting the BioTouch, kept doing, and that got me to do other things, and all of a sudden it helped me open up a website and got to this doctor that actually was in Phoenix who specializes in it. He's a naturopath, did a whole different thing, and 6 months later, all of a sudden the PSA count goes down 2.5 points. Because it didn't just rush into it. I mean, it wasn't that I wasn't willing to do whatever it took, but
Right.
I had the strength to question and to research and to believe everything was going to be okay. Whatever was going to happen,
Yeah.
it was all going to be okay. I
Yeah.
just needed to trust it.
Yeah, all of that. It's this is what I tell. There's a couple people in my life, and I'm saying to them, become the researcher.
Right.
Get to know what's going on. At least gather some information. But we know our bodies, whether we think so or not, more than a strange guy or woman with a white coat on. I mean, we really do if we just give it a chance. But become the researcher. Gather information so that whatever healing program you're on or process you're going through, you can participate in it.
Right.
Not stand back and go, this is happening to me, from that or whatever. Enter into the relationship with that healthcare giver, but at least know the right questions to ask. You can't do that if you're not participating. Commit to yourself to take responsibility.
And that goes for all healthcare practitioners.
Right.
I mean, I don't care if you're alternative, if you're spiritual,
Exactly.
if you're floating wands around or tingling on symbols, or you're just prescribing medication. All those people in our life are only there because we put them there for our best interest.
Yeah.
And we will find the person that meets our best interest. And I've worked with people who haven't gotten anything for their breast cancer and died of breast cancer, but at least they had a high quality of life.
Yeah.
They didn't do the chemo, they didn't do the operation.
Right.
And I've done it with people who said no operation for me, and after BioTouch went in for the operation and had a much higher quality of life with the operation. So it's not about what you do or how you do it, and there's no right or wrong. BioTouch has also taught me that. There's no right or wrong in your health care.
Right. No, I love that. That's very empowering. It's just, BioTouch lets us be all of that. It helps us.
Isn't there a song like that? Be all you can be.
Be all you can be.
Come on.
Yeah.
Sing us a song.
But but it's true, isn't it? I mean, everything that you just said is what happens when you really can say, I accept myself. I'm going to be part of this journey. I'm going to find out what's going on with me. I'm going to trust myself. And all of that is possible when you start to do BioTouch. When your body gets BioTouch, it will help you to get to that place.
And so part of what brought this on too was Lester sent us this website to this place called the People's Health Alliance.
Right.
And when I read their mission on their very first page, it says, an organic, people-led, integrated health initiative that aims to educate, support, and empower people to take responsibility for their own health care.
Right.
It's like, did you steal our mission? Did you steal our mission statement?
I know, it's true, isn't it? I know, I read that and I'm like, oh, well, like-minded people here.
So if you want to check it out, it's actually a global alliance of people just getting together. It's the THE-PHA.org, thepeoplehealthalliance.org, and they have lists of people all over the world just sharing their techniques that they do. So we're in the process of getting BioTouch Healing on there, because one of the other things they are trying to do is get health care available to everyone.
Yeah.
And they're asking practitioners, hey, do you have any special deals that you can give for people who aren't, low income,
Right.
no income people? And we're like, what? We don't charge. You can learn this right away. Just go onto our website, justtouch.com, and just doing the greeting is right there. And if that's all you can do, you've begun a healthcare process. We'll say it again. We say it all the time. Just by doing that greeting, you can start a healthcare direction.
Yeah.
Taking responsibility.
Yeah, something's going to happen.
Yes. And that is a 30-second commitment.
Aren't you worth 30 seconds?
Aren't you? Yeah, really, aren't you worth it? I think we'll put that on our website now.
Yeah.
Aren't you worth 30
seconds?
If so, click on this link
Right.
and open up this website.
Right.
So we're here to constantly teach it. So we talk about the greeting. We're going to teach it again. We can't teach this enough times for you to learn how to do BioTouch. So here's the greeting.
The greeting is always performed at the beginning of each session. It's the only set that uses one hand and the only set that indicates which hand to use. The greeting is performed with the dominant hand. If you are right-handed, use your right hand. If you are left-handed, use your left hand. The greeting is made by touching at point 1, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone or sternum. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. Then, with the same 2 fingers, touch point 2 on the back. To find point 2, look for the big bone at the base of the neck. From here, move 1 to 1.5 inches to the left. This is point 2. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. More than one associate may work with a recipient provided that all of the associates perform the greeting. If the associate or the recipient leaves the session, or if someone who hasn't done the greeting touches either the recipient or the associate, the greeting must be reestablished. Then the session may proceed from where it was interrupted.
Get them while they're young.
That is taking responsibility.
I love that video.
You know, when you take mom and dad and the little child and you all do BioTouch. Now,
It's a family thing.
it's a family thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our next show. It's a family thing, BioTouch. It's a family thing.
It is.
Horace, we need a song.
Yeah.
It's a family thing.
Start from the very beginning, in
Yes.
the womb.
Yes, in the
Like
womb.
Kai.
Kai, we've had many women who have been pregnant, getting ready for childbirth, and they do BioTouch, of which actually next week I go give a presentation at the 4th trimester
Yes.
conference up there in Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah.
Also give a presentation to the integrative medicine program at the University of Arizona to, I don't know, there's about 30 fourth year graduate students.
Oh, yes.
You know.
Oh, yeah. This is
So,
good.
we're getting out there.
We
and
are.
whatever we can do to get it into your home to help you take responsibility, we're here. Freely, we can do Zooms with you. You can learn it, the manual with the links to the DVD, the videos. It's all right there. It's all easy to do.
Easy to get.
Yeah, easy to get, easy to do. Please take responsibility. It's like Kenneth Stevenson said, she can make your body live for a long time. We got lots of medications, lots of operations. She can't do anything for the quality of your life. That's what she loved about BioTouch.
That's great.
So take responsibility, enhance the quality of your life.
Yeah.
Join
Yeah.
Bev and I every Monday. We love hanging out with you all.
We do.
I love hanging out with
I
you.
love being here with you.
Hey, we'll see you all next week. And if you have anything you'd like us to talk about or you'd like to come on and share your story, just let us know.
Yeah.
We'd love to have
That'd
you.
be great.
Yeah. All right. See you all next week if I can find the closing song. There it is.
Bye.
Days in and days out, space and time is all about feeling pressure with the pain, in sunshine or in the rain. Living is a place in mind, giving is being kind, and the pain is too much. What we need is BioTouch. When I'm touching you, you are touching me. It's a simple thing to do and a natural way to be.